Hello, hello, and welcome back. I had a little bit of a break, around 3 weeks actually, where I did finish the waistcoat. So that one's done. I'm going to show you, probably shown you in the last video by that point, because yeah, um, order of things. Anyway, I wanted to start on the jacket, and then I had a problem because I have to obviously use some hammering to install the grommets into the jacket. And I cannot find a time where I can do this because on the weekends I cannot hammer because I live in a building where that's not allowed. Same goes for the evening. So I need to find a spot where I can do this without getting any complaints. And since we have a long weekend here, I decided to, instead of working on something else, which is what I've been doing the past couple of weeks, I worked on a couple of items that I will show in a different video. I've now decided to actually go ahead and work on the blouse, which I have cut out. This is one of the flounces for the sleeves. So I have cut this out and I will get going on that today. I hope I can get through this in a day. It doesn't look too complicated. And what I did do, because I did it wrong while cutting, I actually am going to double the flounces because the main flounce I cut the same piece twice instead of mirrored, and so I was like, okay, let me cut two more. Luckily, I was lucky enough to get two more out of the fabric, and I just have enough left to also cut two more of the flounces, so that then we will just double the flounces, and then yeah, the fabric's used up, which is good, and it looks cleaner, I guess, when the flounces are doubled. I need to see if, because the black does shine through the material. Well, I will probably not worry about that. Yeah, so I'll deal with that. Anyway, so there's going to be some sewing fun today on Death Becomes Her. Yay! I should get through this hopefully in the next 2 weeks because it's already September. Doesn't look good on my Make 9 this year, but anyway, we keep moving as we always do. I'm going to put you on time lapse. Enjoy the show. Okay, it's been a minute, 2, 3, 4 since I worked on the Death Becomes Her. Today is the day. It has to be. I want this done. I want this finished. Now, I did a lot of stuff, as you can see, and I didn't film any of it. So all of the installation of the grommets for the back pieces, I did completely offline because I needed to also try out certain things. There's a lot of experimenting going on. And yeah, I have my kind of rhythm now, how it works. So I'm going to show you for the whole front, because I constructed this in my head now was I installed the grommets for the back before now sewing the pieces together. I've just pinned this, as you may be able to see. So I'm sewing this together. However, the front pieces I'm going to sew together first and then install the grommets. And the reason for that is the lapel and the collar, where it needs to be finished before I can actually install the grommets. Otherwise, yeah, it doesn't really work. So I think I'm on the right track and I really want this finalized. So my plan is to finish this jacket this weekend so then I can move on to the next thing. And also I wanted to edit and upload the video for Halloween because, as you may have seen, it's already November 9th. So I want to get this out even though Halloween is long over, but that was a nice journey too, and I would like for you to witness it. So yeah, let's just go. I'll put you on time lapse and hopefully we get this jacket together quicker than I think. Let's go. Okay, so before I fully assemble the blazer, I just wanted to demonstrate to you what exactly I did on the back pieces of the jacket. Now, the only thing I'm going to do here is for the two side front pieces to install the large grommets, and then I'm going to put the whole blazer together, and the remainder of the grommets I will put in for the whole front when everything's assembled, because of this situation with the facing. So I need to have the facing installed with the full collar, obviously, to then put in grommets which go through all of the layers, right? But this is now for the side front before I'm going to close that one up. And I was looking and thinking I'm only going to put two in here, and then I'm going to put more of the smaller ones in between the spaces. So what I want to pay attention to is, in this case, I want to make sure that I'm like 1.5 centimeters away from the seam, because I've now sewn it together. On the back piece, I did measure it every time like 3 centimeters, but here I only, because it is already sewn together, stay away 1.5 centimeters, and that's simply so that the seam allowance does not look through the grommet in the end, if that makes sense. So this looks pretty good. I can even go a little further towards it, and I have I think my friction pen. I bought these on Amazon. I can link to them down below. They're pretty good. They actually they do vanish with steam, so that's pretty good. So let me just put the outline. This is the inner circumference of the grommet, and then do the same for the top one. There we go. And then, because we have not only the upper fabric to cut through, but also the lining, because I put both together, what I did to make sure that these two layers stay in place in that space, I'm going to add a couple of pins so that this stays together and doesn't shift. Do this for the upper one as well. And I'm going to leave these pins also in while I install the grommets. At least it did work for me that way when I did it on the back. So now all that I need to do is I can maybe zoom in, potentially. If I can go ahead with the top one, sure, why not? Cut out the circle. So I'm trying to do this laying flat. Typically I had the piece in my hand, but for camera purposes, let's just do this with the piece laying down. Like so. And then we have the grommets. So these are snap grommets. They're not for hammering, which is actually pretty good. So I'm installing this piece on the top because this does not have any little nooks like this one. This is going on the inside, and then it's going to snap together. Now, because this is pretty wide, what I need to do in addition is I need to actually clip the circles. Now, I only need to do this for these large ones. For the small ones, I didn't need to do this, but for the large ones, I had to do this. Probably because they are so wide. There we go. Then we're going to flip this around. And this is a little bit of a delicate situation where you have to hold this and push this down. Take your second piece. And you want to make sure that the clips are disappearing in that grommet, because otherwise it would look a little unfortunate. Okay. See? There we go. Now it's snapped. And voila. There's your first grommet. And I can quickly do the second one as well. And that's it. Large grommets installed. I'm going to do this on the other side, and then I'm going to continue assembling the jacket. So we're getting there. And there you have it. The Death Becomes Her meets Valentino outfit is finished. What feels like to me after probably 7 years. This was one of the longer ones. This is a similar project than the Persephone at the beginning of this year, where it's not that I really did not want to. Partially, it was really losing the will to push through with this, especially this jacket. So this jacket took me ages. The waistcoat and the pants, as you've seen, went pretty quickly. Even the blouse, the matching blouse. But this jacket, oh boy, that was something. I did not film now after all installing the grommets. I only filmed like the large ones. It should give you an idea because honestly, I don't even know if you would ever go out there and do something like this. I must say it was fun. It was also challenging, and yeah, I'm just very happy that this experiment worked and that now I have a second jacket of that look. And this is more like business style with the lapel, which I really like, having even the grommets in the lapel here. Um, yes, I really like this outfit. It took way too long. I still think it's worth it, and I'm going to wear this with pride. And yeah, this is my little dedication to the very fun movie Death Becomes Her. If you've never seen it, please do check it out. It still holds up a lot, I find. And yeah, if you haven't figured, the Death Becomes Her part is actually because of that epic scene where Goldie Hawn gets blasted with a shotgun and then she has like this huge hole in her stomach. So I was like, yeah, doing a little bit of a shout out to that with the grommets on the jacket. But yeah, I I can't say that much about it. After all, I like the pattern. I think this jacket also came together very easily, I must say, considering it's a blazer. I didn't find it that challenging. I also like, even though it's not my cleanest work, but maybe I can show you. I do like the Hong Kong finish that I put on the inside so that everything is clean and kind of secure, because that's the only way how you could do it, right? Because if you have lining, you cannot classically line it. Otherwise, the grommets would not shine through, if you know what I mean. So that's why it was done this way. And yeah, I am just very happy after all. I did finish the jacket yesterday a little bit furiously, where I was just like, I want this done after over 3 months. So yeah, I think it's worth it. I like this. I'm gonna wear this next week out for an outing, and yeah, super happy about it. If you like this, please let me know if you think I nailed the theme. If I did not, please let me know. Let me know if you have other suggestions, if I should come back to Death Becomes Her and make a different outfit. Maybe that might be something interesting. And apart from that, yeah, if you like this, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more, please subscribe to my channel. There is something coming up very shortly. And yeah, I'm actually already preparing for that. That's why I wanted to wrap this up. And yeah, so stay tuned. And I'm going to see you next time. That's a wrap. See you around. Take care. Bye bye.